Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a tipsy rant on Selena Quintanilla being able to survive on March 31st, 1995, when she got shot in Corpus Christi, Texas by Yolanda Saldivar. If Selena had had a gun and she had been raised with firearms to protect herself, when she walked into that Days Inn room hotel on March 31st, 1995, she could have shot Yolanda Saldivar and fucking ran out of the room, and it would be Yolanda Saldivar that was dead. Not Selena, unfortunately, but a lot of Mexican Americans were not raised with the Second Amendment. We're not raised to, protect yourself, what the founding of the Constitution and what America is all about. Guns, firearms, the right to defend yourself, because we are the only country in the world that has a Second Amendment. And I firmly believe that if Selena Quintanilla had had a gun that day on March 31st, 1995, and she met Yolanda in that hotel room, and Yolanda pulled out that 38 caliber revolver. I know all the details, dude. I'm a huge Selena fan. And she had pointed at her. Selena could have calmed her down, and Yolanda would have put the gun away. And then Selena could have pulled out her gun and shot Yolanda. I'm dead fucking serious. And Selena would be alive and Yolanda would be dead. But, I mean, I'm not gonna blame it on her family or anyone else, because the only fault lies with the bitch that fucking shot her. Not the gun's fault, it's that bitch that's still in prison's fault, Yolanda Saldivar. But if Mexican Americans were raised more with the Second Amendment, you get what I'm saying? With proper usage of a firearm, then I think Selena Quintanilla would still be alive. To be honest, just to be for real, man, I think she would still be alive, because she would know, how to calm someone down when they're, threatening to shoot you, and then she could have pulled out her gun and shot Yolanda. And then, she would have ran out of the hotel room. Yolanda would be the one that's dead. And, Selena would have acted in self-defense. And she'd still be alive, still singing, making a good name for Mexican Americans and all of that. I firmly believe that, even if it does sound controversial. I don't give a shit. It's the truth. And, it's a problem with Mexican Americans and with Mexican families. We're not raised on, firearms. We're not raised on, America, USA, the right to keep and bear arms, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. What's embedded and enframed in our Constitution here in the USA. Mexicans are not usually, embedded in that, where we still have that kind of the Mexico mindset. And it's unfortunate, because I believe that if Selena was raised like that, she would have had a gun that day on March 31st, 1995, and she'd still be alive. And she'd be selling out fucking concerts, selling out records, double platinum, gold. She'd be fucking bigger than J-Lo, bigger than Lady Gaga. She'd be bigger than any of those fucking fake-ass motherfuckers nowadays. She'd be making a very good name for Mexican Americans. And that's why it pisses me off so much, because Mexican Americans are not raised to properly, not properly, to how to responsibly use firearms, how to store them, how to carry them every day for personal safety and self-defense. We're not raised like that. I know this because I was in the military. I was U.S. Army for 6 years. But majority of Mexican Americans aren't raised like that. And I think that really needs to change. Especially because, sorry, something was on the ground. Especially since, sometimes it can lead to, people dying that are innocent. Like Selena. Sorry, it's a rant. And it just pisses me off, because I really do feel like Selena could have lived had she had a gun on her hip. She was from Texas, just like me. And I think more Mexican Americans need to be exposed to the Second Amendment and how to defend yourself. Because this ain't Mexico. This ain't Mexico. This is America. We have a right to self-defense unlike any other country. You get what I'm saying? Anywho, that's my rant, and Braulio is out. Peace.